It is a special, everybody. It is a special, special, special day. Your boy Rico No Suave, and I am back. Everybody, welcome back to a Friday. Oh my God. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready to go. Hey, you know what? Thank you guys so much for actually tuning in to the Rico No Suave show as far as with me on a Friday. Feliz Viernes. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday to each and every one of you. And I'm super happy to have you here. Now, of course, I want to get in because normally, we're on a Wednesday, but today is another great day, another great talk show. But I got to give you some updates, everybody. The Rico No Suave show is expanding big time. And when I say we're expanding where you could not imagine. I want to thank you guys for always supporting the Rico No Suave show. But now we're actually on, of course, you already know we're on Roku. We're on Apple TV Plus, E360. Big shout out to E360 as well, too. We actually have a new partner as well, Red Coral Universe. Red Coral Universe is actually another great online streaming for different, now they actually call them seasons. So of course we actually have a season. So we are there, and make sure you continue to tune in because I'm going to give you more information in our future episodes as well too. Now, of course, we're on Facebook, Mixcloud, all that great stuff. So we're continuously getting better with our expansion, right? We're over 10,000 views per month. So now this is awesome. Might not comment, but you also are watching, right? Most people are watching on demand as well. So make sure you also go back. If you missed the show, go back and check us out as far as on our previous videos and episodes and talk shows as well too. So I'm super happy that you guys are staying with us, and it's all about you and me and us. All right, everybody. It's time for me to introduce this gentleman coming up. Ooh, wee. I know that, I showed you guys his profile picture because, his profile picture is the bomb. And one of the things is of course, I sent it out as far as with the flyer. This gentleman here, how can I say, is a leader. He is an inspirational coach. This gentleman, I had a conference as far as being on a conference with him. The Captain Connection, and this gentleman speaks nothing but great leadership, and also has taken it to the next level of actually helping people understand where they want to be in their path. I want you guys to stand up, put your hands to your heart. This is my man, Alejandro J. Tornato. Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
My goodness, I tell you.
All right. How are you, sir?
I am doing fantastic. I love to be in a place that just overflows with energy. And
Yes.
your energy, my dear brother, is bar none, is all over the place. And it's a privilege to me, for me, I mean, to be here in the Rico No Suave show,
Yes, sir.
and just sharing these few moments with you. It's something that I've been looking so much forward to.
Yes,
And
sir.
guess
Me
what?
too.
When when we want to do something, nothing is impossible. I
Right.
mean,
Yes, sir.
we just go and break through every obstacle, and we are here today.
Yes. Before we kick it in with as far as with some really great questions, and I'm super happy, about you being here on the actual show. But when it comes to, inspiration, you being an inspirational person, what makes you inspire other people? Because when you inspire, you also become that leader because people, they look up to you. Where did it come as far as with you getting that inspiration to be able to inspire other people?
Well, that's I tell you one thing. I mean, that's a great question. And where does my inspiration come from?
Yeah.
Um, well, it comes from the fact that um, one day, that was a few years ago, I was living in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I went to the gym one morning, as I normally did every morning. It was a beautiful sunny morning. You can see the mountains, the Salt Lake mountains behind it,
Yes.
And so I went to the gym and I started working out. I finished my routine, and then I went to the restroom. I mean, just to throw some water on my face. And then in that same restroom, then there was an older gentleman, ponytail, all sweaty. I mean, it was the first time that I saw him there. And so he started looking at me very intently. And then he asked me a question out of the blue. Remember, Rico, that I had never seen this gentleman before, very first time.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me this question. He looks at me and he says, "What are you creating today?" I looked at him and I said, "What? Did I hear you correctly? I mean, did you ask me, what am I creating today?" And he said, "Sure, yes. What are you creating today?" And so I looked in the mirror in front of me and I said, just give me a couple of moments. Let me think about it. Because that's not a typical question that a stranger asks another stranger.
Yeah. Right.
and,
Yes.
so I thought about it, and then I gave him my answer. And I said, what I want to create today is at least one opportunity to make a difference in someone's life. I want to make someone laugh because people are living miserable lives.
Yeah.
People are depressed. People are going through problems and they don't know how to solve the problems, and they fall into depression, into depressive states. They don't know what to do. And they forgot to laugh, not just laugh like a smile, but a hearty laugh.
Yeah. The
They
energy
forgot
laugh.
to do that. And I want to be a catalyst. I want to inspire people to live according to their potential and according to their greatness. Because in the words of one of my favorite motivational, inspirational speakers, Les Brown,
Yes.
he says, you got to be hungry. And there is greatness within each of you. There is greatness within you, Rico. There is greatness within myself. There is greatness with everyone. But some people, they don't express their greatness. I mean, they fall short. And I want to inspire people to live life to their fullest capacities and potential.
I like that. I like that, Papa. I like that. And, Alejandro, that brings up, and we're going to get a little bit more deep into that because you actually hit a point that I'm going to ask you, down the line during our conversation here. But I think that's one of the reasons why you became that leader. When someone asked you that question, it kind of brought out the greatness of you, had to think about it for yourself, right? You had to think about it and say, why would somebody ask me that question? And then you ask yourself, well, the only reason why they asked that question because they probably thought there was a connection that I need to have with myself to be able to bring it out, right? People only ask those questions because they either see what you're about or see exactly if you're going to question yourself in regards to see if you're great or not, right? Or if you're going to answer that question right then and there or walk away, or you're going to answer that question when you get home and you lay in the bed, you're like, I can't believe that guy asked that question, but I do need to ask myself that question. What am I going to do? I mean, how am I going to be creative, right? And I think that's such a great way to actually, it's weird because you said it was in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's one of the things that we call for the men. The men sometimes we tend to have conversations in the men's room. It's a conference room sometimes, right? And
I mean, it's like, please come into my office.
It's so weird. It's so weird, man. It's like a conference room sometimes. So, I really love that, man. I really love that. That's very inspirational, but it's also good to actually see how the transition happened for for yourself. But I do want to
You
ask
you
these.
know,
Go
listen,
ahead.
Rico.
Yes, sir.
Let me share something with you.
Yes, sir.
If you could divide the world into two classes of people, okay, there is the people who ask very superficial questions. There's the people who ask, "Hey, what flavor ice cream do you like?" Okay, those are one type. And then there's the other kind of people who ask, "What are you creating today?"
Mm,
You know, and
yeah.
the ones that ask, "What are you creating today?" they generate real connections. I mean, it's
Yes.
okay to ask. I mean, "Hey, Rico, I mean, do you like rainy days or do you like sunny days?" And you can say, "Okay, well, I like sunny days." Okay, but how is that connect us? I mean,
Yes.
so the value of questions is very important.
Yes, I totally agree, and I like that as well too. So I got to get into this question here. I got to get into this question. So you're listed as one of the 50 most influential heart-centered leaders in the world. What does being heart-centered mean to you, and how do you strive to make that central part of your image?
Oh my goodness. I mean, that is a loaded question. Now, let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
When are we going to get into the easy questions?
That's gonna come after this one.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, let's stop laughing because this is a serious show, okay?
Okay, I'll make sure of that.
Okay. Well, let me tell you one thing. Let's talk a little bit about a servant leadership.
Okay.
About and in my opinion, when we define servant leadership, I'm going to put it to you and to your audience in a very succinct and very concise way. What is a servant leader? Well, someone who wants to serve others as opposed to being served by others.
Okay.
Very simple. I
Yep.
mean, this is not, I mean, I'm not giving you a class in rocket science or higher mathematics, my friends. This is common sense. And unfortunately, we are living in a world that where leaders or so-called leaders, they want to do something in order to obtain personal gain and personal benefits.
Right.
And
Right.
the actual question that leaders today ask is, instead of saying, "How can I help you? How can I make you better?"
Yeah.
The question is, "What's in it for me?"
Right.
And
Right.
that definitely is not a servant leader. And I'm so happy that back in 2022, I was awarded, or I was given the privilege of being part of the who's who of the world. And this is the certificate
Oh,
that
nice.
they gave me. Okay, that's the who's who. And it says, I'm just going to read very, very quickly this. It says, "The who's who of the world, this is an inclusion in which is limited to those esteemed individuals who have demonstrated outstanding achievement in their own field of endeavor and who have thereby contributed significantly for the betterment of the world and society at large."
Yes.
And I
Yes.
can tell you, I am so honored, I mean, to be a part of that elite group of people, 50 people, because sometimes, I don't know, I mean, if it happens to you, Rico, but it happens to a good number of people. Sometimes we do the work that we do, and is not that we do it because of the likes that we're going to get on Facebook, or because of the stars, or because of whatever it is. No, we do it because it is our mission, because it is our vision to do it, because it is our calling to do it.
Right.
And we do it regardless. And so that's what it is. And sometimes we wonder, in the midst of doing all this work, we wonder, are we really making a difference?
Mm-hmm.
Are we really impacting someone?
Sure.
Are we reaching out to someone? Are people resonating with my message?
Yeah.
And when we get recognized by this, then we realize that even if we don't know it, but there are people all over the place that are listening to us, that are watching us, and that are paying attention to the work that we do. And it is very humble. It is a very humble experience to be recognized. And that the only thing that did for me is it made me even thrive more, with more determination, and with more grit, in order to reach more people
I
and to
like
make an even better and greater difference.
I like that. I like that. And yes, we're back. All right. So, one of the things is you said a lot of great things of excellence. And when I say that, it's because the excellence come into play where someone recognizes you. And when they recognize you to the fact of what you have actually been doing in the world. So this actually also concludes as far as what that goes with the question of being heart-centered for the image that you portray, right? Because the image that you're portraying right now is people that recognizing how you want to actually help other people. And when that happens, it's more of how do you continue to maintain that inspirational image, right? And, 50 among, well, you're listed as one of the 50 most influential in the world. We're not even saying in a state. We're not even saying in a continent. We're saying the world. And there's a lot of people that's out there that's being, that's inspirational. But when you're recognized up to that level, that means a lot. That means a lot to me because of the things that you're doing to be able to help people across the world in general. So I do commend you because of that. So I do.
Thank you so very much. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to maintain my ego within control, within boundaries.
Yeah, yeah.
But you have to do it. You have to do it, because otherwise, sometimes the ego talks to me in my ear and says, "Hey, listen, let me fly a little bit." I said, "No, keep it quiet there."
I really like that. I think that's super cool that, that you took your ego and you put it in the corner somewhere and say, "Please leave me alone. Let me fly. Let my ears fly." So this goes into, before we take a little commercial break, but when we talk about the inspirational piece of maintaining your image, it's not easy. One thing about, trying to maintain is that sometimes the most inspirational people become depressed sometimes. And sometimes we actually go through our struggles in regards to being happy. And sometimes we do have those rainy days. With making a connection with someone that's having those rainy days, how do you help them or inspire them to let them know that, hey, I'm not just another person that's just trying to say, I'm trying to sell my book, or it's just about me. How do you inspire them in the program or in the process of helping them to trust you to help them not be depressed, right? To help them become that leader of themselves.
Sure. Well, there's a few things, Rico. The first thing is you have to be the example. Many leaders they say, "Do what I tell you," but the question is not do what you see me do, okay? Because they tell you things. You have to do this, this, and this, but when you look at them, they are not doing whatever they are telling you. So I think that one of the most powerful vehicles for other people to be inspired to move forward, to go forward, to try new things, to take risks, to live life to the fullest, is by you demonstrating all those qualities.
Yeah.
You see, you cannot tell someone, "Hey, my friend, you have to show up no matter what."
Right.
Okay?
Right.
You have to show up. And when they look at you that you never show up, then there's a problem there, isn't it, Rico?
Yep.
And so I think that being an example, become the person that you want others to be. That is crucial. That is very, very important. And the other thing is be a person who is a doer, not an excuser. I mean, so many people bring excuses. Well, I mean, I cannot help you now because I cannot, and I cannot do this other thing, and so there's a lot of excuses going around. Well, once again, there are two kinds of people that we can put in two groups in the world. In one group, we are going to put those that are victims, playing the victim all the time.
Yeah.
And victims, the language that they use is the language of complaining. I cannot do this. I am not good at that. I cannot help you. I don't have the education. I don't have the resources. I don't have the money. I don't have the connections. I don't have the friendships. I don't have the relationships. They're always complaining. I cannot do anything.
Yeah.
Those are the victims. And then the other group is what I call the heroes. The heroes, the ones that they know that they are imperfect. They know that they have weaknesses, but they know that they have strengths. And they concentrate on their strengths, making them even stronger. And the heroes are the ones who said, I'm going to do it whether I feel like it or I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to show up whether it rains or it doesn't rain. I'm going to go to the gym whether I am tired or I am not tired. Those are the heroes.
Yeah.
And the question is this: what kind of a person would you like to be? Would you like to be the victim or would you like to be the hero? And I tell you one thing, Rico, and for those of you who are listening to me, the world is full of victims.
Oh, yes, sir.
Let's get out of victimhood and let's get into and start playing the hero, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody, that's Alejandro J. Tornato. Woo! You know, that's powerful, because the victim, a lot of people play victim, right? And some people play victim to get out, to make an excuse to get out of something, right? I ran into a lot of victims in my lifespan, and I have to say that understanding the victim versus the heroes are the ones that actually show up, right? And when I say show up, because they actually really want to do it. And I think with your program and things that you actually take people under your wings is the ones that's heroes that don't know that they're a hero yet. Meaning that they might complain about certain things, but they actually come back and realize that they're listening to you. Starting to be a hero is someone that actually listens. When they actually listen, then that's when they start taking notes. They understand what you're actually trying to do to help them. Now, they might have excuses in the back end because, sometimes we do. I'm a kettlebell freak. I like kettlebells. And sometimes it's hard, Alejandro. It's hard, but I actually have to push myself and say, hey, let's get it. Let's get it over. And then you start to feel good. I think what you're saying is very important for a lot of victims to understand that just because you're a victim, you might not understand how many complaints that you're actually making. It's the people that surround them. Also, the people that surrounding them can actually be victims. So you're going to be in this group that's called victimhood, just like you said. So, and the heroes are going to be in herohood, right? Because they actually need to be able to help some of those victims that just don't realize what they're doing. So I really love the concept, what you're talking about, because it does resonate with me and people that in my lifespan as well.
And you know one thing, Rico? I'm just going to share very quickly this.
Sure.
I don't know if you heard of Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn was a motivational speaker.
Okay.
He's no longer with us,
Okay.
but
Rest in peace.
Jim Rohn used to say something that impacted me from the very first time that I heard it. And he says, we are, each one of us, we are the average of the 5 people that we spend most of our time with. And then the critical question now is this: who are the 5 people that you are spending time with? Because those people can actually bring you down, or they can elevate you to the galaxy.
That's right.
So who are you spending time with?
Yes.
Don't spend time with what I call energy vampires.
Oof. Oh, I know about that. Oh.
Energy vampires.
Oh.
Spend time with eagles, because the eagles will take you to the top of the mountain.
Fly, eagle, fly, baby. Oh man, fly, eagle, fly. You talk about. Of course, I thought about Dracula, right? Because they want to suck your blood, right? And it's and it's the fangs. I look at those people and I'm like, yo, you're sucking my energy out. I gotta walk the other way. And it's like you can't pull me that way when you're so ready to go, right? And it's just things that may happen. And it's just like, oh my God, those people that's around you just want to suck your energy out. And it feels so much like Dracula. Alejandro, I love that you're here on the show with me right now. We got to take a break. But everybody, you already know, my man Alejandro J. Tornato is here with us today. All right, everybody, we're going to take a nice little 30-second break. All right, and we will be back. Here we go. Welcome back. It is me, your boy Rico No Suave with Alejandro J. Tornato. Hey, Alejandro, are you having a good time?
Goodness, listen, I'm having a super time. I mean, you are, my goodness, talking about heroes. I got a real hero next to me here.
We're heroes together fighting the world, sir. We're heroes together fighting the world.
That's right. That's right.
I really love that, man. I really love that piece. And I'm glad that you actually brought out heroes because, some people don't like to be called legends. Some people don't like to be called heroes. I don't have a problem with that, right? I love Marvel Comics. I love to see as far as heroes save people, right? And I think when you look at a hero saving people, it helps, to be able to, for people that's depressed, for them to get out of that depression, for them to be able to say, man, I'm so glad that I talked to you, or I'm so glad that I listened to your audio clip, or I'm so glad to listen to your interview, or just over the phone, even to a voicemail, right? I think heroes comes in, all different shapes, sizes, cultures, in regards to inspiration in general. So I really love the word hero, and I think that's the word for today, hero, and beyond, I should say, and beyond.
Yes. Yeah. You know one thing, Rico.
Yes, sir.
One of the things that I made it my mission, or one of my missions. I mean, to do in my life is that when I meet someone, I want that person to be better and feel better after they met me than before they met me. I want to cause a transformation. I want to be able to help, and in any way that I can, I want to add value to people, and I want them, as a result of meeting me, that their experience is so much better. That's what I made it my mission, and I strive to do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I fail. Sometimes I fail because we're human.
We do.
But I try to strive doing that every single opportunity that I get presented with.
I like that. I like that. Alejandro, one of the things is us being heroes for today. There's people that's in the comments that we have to be heroes for, right? And when they're in the comments, we got to say hello to them, right? We got to say hello to them because they're actually chiming in. And we do have Deborah Lawrence, MBA. She loves the music. She says, especially the live and in person. So she's actually enjoying the show. So Deborah Lawrence, thank you so much. MBA, thank you so much. John T for free says, oh, I'm loving this Friday show. Donna Marie Bird says, Tornato. She actually said, she actually put the exclamation point. I love it. And then John T for free comes back and says, yes, wow, I feel the greatness as well too. We do have Matt72 is giving a clap. He says, oh, I love it. I love it. This is awesome. And then Donna Marie Bird comes back with another question, and she says, a statement, and then she asks the question. She says, Alejandro, where did you grow up?
Okay. I am originally from Buenos Aires, Argentina, all the way down in South America.
Yeah.
If you see the map of the world, then you're going to see, as you go into the South American part of the Americas, then you have Argentina on one side, you have Chile on the other side of the mountains, of the Andes Mountains, and then to the north, then you have Brazil, and then all the other countries. But Argentina is that kind of a triangle that is right at the bottom of South America.
Yes, sir. Que viva Argentina. Que viva Messi. Yes. I love it. I love it. So thank you so much for answering that. So let's get into, the business aspects of things, because you have several businesses, right? You have several businesses, and being an entrepreneur, like yourself, how is it in regards to having some of the business, if you can name some of your businesses, and how is it to actually for you to be able to maintain those businesses, to be able to help others to understand this is a great way for you to succeed in your business?
Ooh, I love this question. Woohoo! My goodness. There's one thing that I have to ask you. perhaps, I mean, after we finish the show, is how did you come up with these questions? I mean, I love it. Is there a particular formula that you use to come up with this? I love that. Listen, this man is a hero. Remember. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
So let's talk about. Well, I have my own business, and that is called Tornato Speaking, Leadership, and Coaching LLC, and that's where I facilitate programs in personal growth and professional development. That's where I do a lot of speaking, where I do a lot of keynote speaking and educational speaking and so forth, and I can coach people one on one. I'm not. I don't consider myself a life coach, but a leadership coach and
Yeah.
a development leadership coach. So, I heard it so many times. You cannot lead others if you are not able to lead yourself.
Come on.
So
Come on.
leadership and leadership development doesn't start with others. It
Yes.
starts with you.
Yes.
Okay. So that's, I mean, that's what I do. Now, the other business that I started over a year ago with a South African wonderful lady called Juanita Cap.
Yes.
She lives in South Africa.
Yes.
We decided to start a venture that we call the Captor Connection. Now, you're saying, I mean, where is that word captor comes from? Well, her last name is Cap, Kapp, and my last name is Tornato. So the first three letters of that name is Tor. So when you bring Cap and Tor, then you create Captor, the
That's
Captor
right.
Connection.
I love it.
You see, I'm saying this is not a class in rocket scientists. I mean, this is
It's
common
not.
sense. You see, I mean, yeah, this is not higher statistics, my friends. I mean,
Right.
this is the easy stuff.
Yes, sir.
And with Juanita, we have done already 3 conferences, okay, and we call the Captor Connection Conference. And my dear friend and brother Rico No Suave here, he was part of one conference, and we really appreciate you and your contribution to that conference. And so we have conferences where we bring 18 speakers, I mean, to speak on different topics, different subjects, but everything related to personal growth, to personal development, professional development, leadership, technology, things that are very relevant to business owners, to entrepreneurs, to solopreneurs, to mompreneurs, to papapreneurs, all kinds of preneurs, okay? Because they need to hear those topics. And then most recently, with another dear friend, Raul Marin, who I met through another group that I am a part of, and he's a part of, which is the Connected Leaders Academy. Then we started what we call Empowered Journey. And we have been doing a mastermind, going through different books. We are masterminding a book a month, okay, every 4 or 5 weeks. And so we have covered books. As a matter of fact, this coming Monday, we are going to start masterminding a great book, which is this one.
The 10 times rule, the 10x rule,
The
10 times.
10X,
Let's
the 10X
go.
rule by Grant Cardone.
I like the way
And
that book looks.
So we are going to be doing a study on this book, and it's just going to be great. So those are the things that I'm involved in, and I am part also, as I mentioned, I am part of the Connected Leaders Academy, but not only as a member, but I facilitate calls or meetings every week, and I am part of the Connected Leaders Academy executive team. So,
Nice.
yes, life, I tell you, when you follow your passion, when you do the things that you want to do, work is no longer work.
Yeah.
It's just something that you enjoy doing every single day.
Yes. I like that. There is so many great things that you've done or have done and still doing now. The one thing as an entrepreneur, just like myself, and we could definitely relate on this when it comes to starting a business. In regards to, well, there's difference in regards to starting your business, and also, you have people to be able to help you start your business. There's two different ways of actually getting that going. When you wanted to start your business, did you actually partner up with someone and start your business? Or was it more of you doing on one of your business solo, as far as getting the research, doing the research? How do I become this LLC and all of that great stuff? Was it you basically doing all of the work, or did you partner with someone and say, hey, let's start this together?
Um, for the Tornato speaking leadership and coaching, I I did not partner with anybody. Now, what I did is, yes, I got a lot of advice and counsel from some mentors, and people that I knew, in order to guide me through some of the steps. But that is something that I did on my own. But there's one thing that I want to mention, and this is for people who are watching, is um, John Maxwell says something that is very profound, and he says, if you want to go far, uh, you can do it by going on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you want to go far and deep, then go with somebody else.
Mm.
Uh, Partner with somebody else, collaborate with somebody else, and the collaboration that I have done with Juanita Cap and with Raul Marin have been, and they are very, very successful, because remember one thing: two heads think better than one head.
Nice.
And two, I mean, because you can bounce off ideas with the other person, and you can say, well, I mean, we did a conference. I mean, how did that work out? What happens? I mean, what are the things that were positive? What are the things that we need to improve? What are the things? So when you bring two people, they can see things from a different angle, from a different perspective, and then you can implement those changes. But if you were just yourself, then there was a time in my life that the only things that I could bounce off ideas were the walls in my studio,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and the walls do not give you good feedback.
I know how that feels. And then sometimes I look at the wall, I stare, and they don't stare back. They just look plain and simple, you know.
And
Alejandro,
you say,
we gotta
come
go.
on, come on, talk to me. And you don't get a single word out of it.
Alejandro, we got to take a quick break real quick. But everybody, you already know Alejandro J. Tornato is here with us, inspirational leadership coach. All right, everybody, so check this out. I have something for you. And we kind of did this on on a show before, but this one is another controversial message that I want you guys to put in the comments. Here's a drink, Coke or Pepsi. It's always been the question that people ask. Which one would you prefer? Now, if you were on an island, you already have your food, and they say, hey, you can only have one drink for the rest of the week, meaning that you can drink every day, right? But you have to drink only one brand. I need you to tell me that in the comments and let me know. Do it now. All right, let's get back. All right, okay. Alejandro, do you drink soda, like pop or anything like that?
Not. I don't make it a habit to drink it. I mean,
Right.
but yes. I mean, I every once in a while I drink it, and I can tell you one thing. If you were, do you want me? If you were to ask me if I was in an island and it's either Coke or Pepsi,
Yes.
you know, I have to say that I am more geared towards Pepsi.
Me too.
I am more like a Pepsi guy,
Me
and
too.
not so much. Even though sometimes I drink a cherry Coke.
Now that's
Cherry
different.
Coke.
That's different. See, that's different.
Yeah,
That's different.
that's
That's where they start adding the flavors for you to be able to want to drink it.
but you know what? But you know what, Rico? Uh, if you were to give a third option, would you like Coke? Would you like Pepsi? Or would you like a Scotch on the rocks? There, now we are talking, and forget about Pepsi and Coke.
Now we're talking about class. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know. Now, see, everybody else is going besides in the comments, and it's like neither. I guess you're going to be drinking salt water or whatever you're going to be drinking. Hopefully, you can filter the water. But if you don't, if you only have that choice to be able to drink either or, you got to let me know. Or some of them might just say, you know what, I'm good. I'll just eat my food and see if I can get water out of that. So. Oh my God. Yeah, thank you guys so much for actually, yes. Vagabond D Jester, thank you. I like that. Thank you so much for actually, answering. And also Donna Marie Bird, thank you so much, Jonty, for free. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. All right. So, we're almost down to the last 10 minutes of the show. And Alejandro, I know. But I do have something that I have to tell you, because in the comments, we asked a question to our viewers. And one of the questions was, what is some of the quotes? Because on your back wall, you have a lot of inspirational quotes. And
Yes.
we asked our audience, so which one do you like the most? What is your favorite quote on the back of the wall? And what I will say, as far as what Donna Marie Bird says, she said the quote, "Say yes to new adventures." She loves
Ooh.
that one. The empowerment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Matt
Say yes to
72
what?
says, "Believe in the journey of your dreams."
Ooh, excellent. Yes.
We also have Vagabond that actually says the same thing. He loves say yes to new adventures. We love that. So a lot of people are actually loving the actual quotes that you have behind that. That's so inspirational.
Well, you know one thing, Rico. Let me ask you, your audience a quick question.
Sure.
Do you see this one here that says, today I will make a difference?
Yes.
Okay. You know, this quote, even though it is a great quote, but there's something that is wrong about this quote. Can someone tell me what is wrong with this quote?
Yes. I already know. We'll give them a few seconds to answer that question. Yes, that's definitely. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let them answer it. So what is wrong with that quote, everybody? Today I will make a difference. Woo! Woo! Yeah.
That's
I
right.
like that. I love it. You know, I think the quotes behind you tells a lot about you, but also it tells a lot about what you do to inspire others. All right. So, you know, I got one more question for you I have to.
Rico,
Yes.
Rico,
Yes.
you know, the other quote that I really love is this one by Tony Robbins. It says, "The path to success is to take massive, determined action."
Mm,
So, do you want to achieve success, my friends?
right.
Take action.
Yes. You know, we're
Woo!
taking action too, baby. Taking action is also taking risks.
That's right.
That's one of the hardest things to be able to do is be able to take a risk and try to see if you're going to actually succeed or you're going to actually fail. But you have to take action in order to take that risk. So I like that. That's a hard win. That's entrepreneurs. We know we know about taking risks and we know about taking action. I tell you that. That's for sure.
That's right.
So you have a radio show. There was a radio show I think that you have. Do you still have the radio show? Is that part of part of your businesses as well too?
Yes, and the radio show is what we are doing is the pastor of the church that I am attending and myself, we decided to reach out and the university, the Theological University of Georgia has a radio program and they have an app. It's called Radio Fe Atlanta. Okay, Radio Fe Atlanta. And we have every Thursday from 8 till 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we go to the studio and we do live a program that we call Conquistando.
Ooh.
Conquistando. That means
Conquistando.
conquering. That means conquering. And so we just expound different topics, and we do it from a perspective, from a social, from a leadership, and from a biblical perspective. We touch on different relevant topics and we expound those. So that is a great opportunity. I tell you one thing. I mean, God is incredible and we're very thankful that He has opened up this opportunity. I mean, to reach out to people, to add value to them, and to be a great source of benefit to them in the things that we share.
Yes.
So
I like that. Congratulations. How long has the radio show been up?
No, that it has been recent. I think that this week, I mean, we did our 5th show. So we are in gathering momentum.
All right. I like that. I like that. Well, my man, you know, we're down to our last 5 minutes of fame and inspiration. And I have to say that it's such a great inspiration for you to actually be here and to be able to talk to the people, because a lot of people are also inspired in the comment. My man, Carl Balacione, how are you, sir? Thank you so much. He says, great interview, smooth as silk. I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate that.
I love it. Smooth as silk.
I appreciate that. And we were trying to get some of the audience members to at least, let us know what was wrong with today. I will make a difference. For me, the word that I'm having a problem with is today. The word today for me is just not for today. I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to say every day for me, I will make a difference.
That's a good take on that. I love that, Rico.
Thank you.
But I mean, did we get any answers from some of the audience?
No, some of the audience is just in awe right now. So
Okay.
they have not responded, but hopefully they will.
I think that what is wrong with that is that rather than saying today I will make a difference, I will get rid of the will, and I'm going to say today I make a difference.
I like that.
Forget about I will make a difference. Today I make a difference.
I like
that. And that changes the significance of that quote.
Yes.
But I love your suggestion. Let's do it this way, Rico. Hold on 1 second. Every day I make a difference.
You know what? And that's what I love, man. That's what I love about you. We're tag teaming. We're making it happen, baby. We're making ourselves heroes today. And I really love that, man. I really, really love that. You know why you're a hero as well? Here's why you're a hero. Because we gift good people like yourselves the Rico No Suave Show shirt. This is for you, sir. This right here is for you. And the reason why is because this was really powerful it was powerful because you were on the show today, but you're powerful because being one or out of the 50 most influential person or people in the world makes a difference. You're saving lives. You're helping people stay on top of things. You're actually not working with the victims, but maybe you might be converting some of the victims to be able to come to be a hero, become a hero. And I think for you, you're making a big difference to a lot of people that's out there. So I want to say welcome to the Rico No Suave Show family. You've always been part of the family, but now it's official today, everybody. Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Rico, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be wearing that shirt with pride because this has been an incredible experience for me to be with you, share in your energy, to share in your enthusiasm, your passion for what you do, to connect with your audience. I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. Thank you for the opportunity, my friend.
Thank you. But we got to put up your social media because we want people to follow you, and I want people to call you and tell you exactly, hey, I saw you on the Rico No Suave Show. Talk to me. Let's put up that first one for them. The first one is Facebook, ALE Connects, Alec Connects. Make sure you go and put that in on Facebook. Please make sure you go ahead and follow him, add him as a friend. Don't spam them, right? Don't spam them because I know some of you guys just spamming people around here. Make sure you actually make it personal and say, hey, I want to be a part of the team, or I want you to be able to help me become a better leader. Here's the next one. Ya tú sabes, mi gente, en español también, we have at AJT Inspira. Tú sabes. So make sure you go ahead and do it, everybody. Make sure you go there. If you only speak Spanish, make sure you go there and actually book something with him. All right, let's go to the next one. You already know Instagram, everybody. Alejandro _Tornato. Make sure you go ahead and follow him on his Instagram. This is where he's at. Last but not least, AlejandroJTornado.com. Yes, make sure you go to his website. You'll find out everything you need to know about him because that's where you'll find everything. I mean, everything. But make sure you go ahead and go to his website. Alejandro, it's been a pleasure, my man. It's been a pleasure of you being on the show today. I want you to hold on, though, but I want you to know that your inspiration to the whole wide world, it affects us all in a positive way. So thank you for being on the show, sir.
Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. And it's been great, to be with all of you. Thank you.
Sir. All right. Put your hands together, everybody. My man, Alejandro J. Tornado. All right, everybody, we got to get out of here. Yeah, put my face on the screen. I'm about to say, goodbye just for now, everybody. But you already know we got to put up our social media, everybody. So make sure you go to our website. Oh, sorry. It is our website at www.thericonosuaveshow.com. Yes. So make sure you go there and find out everything about us there on the Rico No Suave Show. All right, here's the next one, everybody. Boom. Yes, you already know, at Instagram, at Rico No Suave Show. Make sure you go and follow us there. Please go ahead and do that now. All right, here's the next one. You already know. That's Facebook. Rico No Suave Show, everybody. Go ahead and like and love everything that we're doing. Please tell all your friends, your grandma, abuelita. Tell them all, everybody. Let's go to the next one. This is our good one right here. Subscribe. It's your first time. Make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We are building on our YouTube presence. So please help us out. Go ahead and subscribe. Rico No Suave Show. Do it right now. Last but not least, mixcloud.com/Rico No Suave Show. It goes into a podcast, everyone. So it goes into audio. So make sure you go ahead and drive and listen to the show. Everybody, we got to get out of here, but we want to thank you guys so much for spending your time as far as with us here on the Rico No Suave Show. And we'll see you guys next time as we end off the show just like that.